So each lap of the track just in excess of 400 metres.
Well, there's the first part of the lineup for this first heat, with the first 5 to go through. There are the rest. Well, I have to say that Mekhissi Benabbad is a class. Twice the Olympic silver medalist, twice the World Championship bronze medalist, the European champion at 1500 metres, indoors and out. Missed last year through surgery of an Achilles, his right leg. He is absolutely one of the few men that has challenged Africa in this 3000 metre steeplechase event. Zalewski of Poland. He's got an 8:19.91 this season. He's an 8:16 man at his best. Akdag from Turkey. Okabo, Neiman, Akdag, Mazugi, Bamusa, Hessel Jug of Denmark, then Rob Mullet of Great Britain, tucked on the inside there with the 7th lane out. Let's see who wants to take this on. Look at Mekhissi Benabbad just sitting right at the back of this field as they go into the back straight for the first time. And Karbo of Norway. Stringing out down the back straight now, I have to say.
And the qualifying criteria here of the first 5 in each of the 2 heats, plus 2 or 5 fast losers over the 2 heats. That gives an incentive for somebody here who maybe feels that he's on the periphery of automatic qualifying to ensure we've got a decent tempo through the first kilometre here. And one of the men you can see who's cotton on to that is the Briton Rob Mullet, who's had the season of his life, 8:22.42, which gives him a real chance of going through to this final. He's there in 3rd place. It's the Israeli at the moment who's leading, but they're already well strung out, and even Mekhissi Benabbad has had to step forward from last position here to start making his way through the field. He can respond to anything that is thrown at him at this level. But it is interesting to see that men at the front are ensuring that we've got a decent tempo. It means that there's a chance here that maybe just more than 5 men might qualify from this first heat.
Actually, it is an advantage to go in the second heat when you know what the tenor of the first heat was, so that you know the sort of speed that they ran at, and the top 5 that you've got to get in. Bloomberg of Sweden is in 3rd place, just behind Rob Mullet, and it looks as though Akdag of Turkey, a transferee from Kenya, took Turkish citizenship in 2011, former circuit pacemaker actually in this race. You can see him moving up along with Rob Mullet. He's now ahead of Mullet now, just chasing Karbo. Karbo's 3 times the Norwegian champion, but he's an 8:35 man.
Well, we are just going to leave this race for a couple of moments and join Jonathan down at trackside.
Belalova, Bulgaria, 200 metres, a great performance, Yvette, in the semi-finals. Were you happy with that?
Thank you. I'm really happy. I was looking forward to come here to enjoy such a beautiful weather today. So let's use all these things. Let's have fun. Enjoy the maximum, because you never know. So when you're happy, when you're healthy, yeah, you should go for it. You should do it.
You mentioned it was weird because the semi-finals was your first race. Would you have preferred to race this morning?
No, really, no. But it was weird, you know, because you don't have any chance for, you know, a mistake, a warm-up or anything. Usually the heats, the qualification, you just pass like a warm-up. So I knew that I have to be ready today.
You saw Dina Asher-Smith also ran 22.57. You look forward to a good battle with her in the final?
Absolutely, she's a great girl, so we are going to enjoy the race tomorrow, I'm sure.
And we will enjoy watching it. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, Rob Mullet is up there for Great Britain, and also Akdag, as I said. He was 9th in the Olympic final in 2012. Very experienced, of course, former Kenyan there leading. Akdag, Bamusa, the Italian there, was 3rd in the Italian Championships, incidentally, with 3 laps to go. It was absolutely steady to start, and then the Turk, former Kenyan Akdag, took it on and pushed it along. And now this is very important for the Briton. Rob Mullet, twice the UK champion, 10th more recently in the Birmingham Diamond League, but that was a tough race indeed with the Africans there. His 8:22.42 set this year, was 9th on the UK all-time list, and they're bunching, so it's slowed just a little bit in the back straight.
And there are 11 men there together, Stuart, so it is just the first 5 who get an automatic place through. They're into the second half of the race now. The next time to keep an eye on is going to be somewhere around about 5.5 minutes when we get to the 2-kilometre point, and that's coming up in what, around about 300 metres or 200 metres, something like that. But Mullet, he's got to work hard. The rolling shoulders there, you can see him in 4th spot just alongside the Swede.
Yes, coming up now to 3 laps to go. Leader is Akdag of Turkey. In second place is Bamusa of Italy. Then on the inside is Bloomberg of Sweden. Rob Mullet of Great Britain is there as well. And they're stringing out once again. And right at the back, Mahiedine Mekhissi Benabbad of France. Just watch him in the final stages when it matters. He's got such terrific basic speed as a former European 1500 meters champion, and he's still right at the very back, and all of a sudden he's starting to move out just a little bit to give himself a chance here. But this is giving also a chance to Bamusa of Italy, who's really gone out for this. Mullet is there as well in second place, but they're about 7 or 8 meters behind. Behind him is Bloomberg. Then Akdag has fallen back. Duvar is there as well, and so is Zalewski of Poland, as they come up with a couple of laps to go. And this is certainly Bamusa, who's really trying to cement his place. He's got a best of 8:32. So it's a big lead. Mullet in second place, Bloomberg in third place. And in fact, the Turk, Akdag, has really fallen way back to the back of the field now.
And the favourite Mekhissi, you can see, has dropped himself still right to the back of the field, so we can expect a big move from the Frenchman. But this is a bold old bid. 2 kilometres was passed in 5:45, and that's a number that athletes in the second race will certainly be making a note of. But look at the European record holder. He's just cruising through the field. He's made a big move in the last 200 metres.
Well, he needs to. He's not taken too much out of himself thus far. And it really is, they're closing down on Bamusa, and he may well have done a little bit too much here. The Pole coming into second place at the moment, looking very good. Zalewski was the European silver medalist in 2014. I saw him in Rome. He was 7th in the Roman Diamond League. He was in Birmingham 7th with 1 lap to go, and Mekhissi in third place. So Zalewski, Bamusa and Zalewski, these two, and then Mekhissi in third place. Mullet is now dropped back into 5th place, which is the first 5 to go through into the final. And also Hesselbjerg of Denmark has moved into position down that back straight. Look at Mekhissi Benabbad. He's now in the lead. Zalewski is in second place. In third place is Bamusa. In 4th place behind him is Hesselbjerg of Denmark. Oh, there's a faller, and it's Bamusa. Bamusa went down, the Italian who did so much of the leading and establishing the tenor of the race. And here comes Mullet down the straight, and also Martos. Mekhissi is going to come home in first. Zalewski in second, Hesselberger, and then Martos, the Spaniard, coming through, and Rob Mullet to take the 5th place. In fact, Mullet gets 4th, ahead of Hesselberg of Denmark. And those 5 go through 8:31.43. It doesn't matter about the time. It was the first 5 for qualification for the final. And the next 5 fastest losers. Now the rest of the second heat will know exactly what they've got to do.
Well, the time's been rounded down to 8:31.42. It was Bamusa, the man who tipped up there at the water jump, who came through in 6th spot. So it is very possible that that fall will deny him a place in the final, which would be rather rough justice. But he will have to wait and see just how quickly or otherwise things go in that second heat. But, well, it was as if the European champion had the rest of the field on a string, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. He is the class act. I mean, he's far, far better than anyone else in this field. Remember, he's been very close to 8 minutes, his best, 8:00.09. He's on 8:20 this season, but he's not really being pushed at all. When you've got the strength endurance and you've got the speed endurance emanating from a 1,500 meters European title, he's classy in there. And there's Bamusa going down in the final water jump. That comes down to a lot of fatigue as well when you're coming off that barrier into the water. And well, that was easy, wasn't it, for the number 1, by far the number 1. They'll confirm all that in a moment.
So the men in the second heat, they've been set the target. They're going to be looking to clock something like 2:50 a kilometre.
Well, they'll just update you on the result. Mekhissi, Benabbad, 8:31, 8:31.42. Zalewski, Martos, Mullet and Hesselberg